All right, moms, welcome back to Holistic Mom Life. I'm your host, Jessica, wife, ER nurse, fit mom coach, and a mom of two littles. Today's episode is one I wish someone had handed to me before I got pregnant. Today, we're diving into something that culture has completely twisted. The idea that moms should just survive pregnancy and not thrive through it. We've been taught to expect fatigue, depression, stretch marks, and to kiss our bodies goodbye. What if I told you that movement during pregnancy isn't just safe, but it's safe, that it honors your body, your baby, and God? Today, we're talking about the benefits of exercise during pregnancy and how it impacts labor, mental health, postpartum recovery, and your baby's development. Plus, I'm going to lovingly challenge some of the excuses that we've all used, me included, and give you tools to start moving today. Let's get into it. Can we talk about the damaging narrative that says your body is supposed to fall apart after pregnancy? From the moment that we pee on a stick, the world starts whispering, your body will never be the same again. And yes, your body will change. That is inevitable with pregnancy. But let's be clear, change is not the same as ruin. God didn't design motherhood to break you. He designed it to repopulate the earth, to stretch you, body, mind, and spirit for something greater. Proverbs 31:17 actually says that she's set about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. So strength is biblical, moms. And it is possible to be strong and soft all at the same time. Let me explain. You can be growing a baby and building your resilience at the same time. You don't have to wait until you bounce back. You can actually start honoring your body right now. Now, let's get into the science for a second. Did you know that regular exercise during pregnancy has been shown to reduce depression and anxiety? Studies have shown that prenatal movement, things like walking, stretching, even resistance training, can actually improve your mood, fight fatigue, and also help you regulate your hormones. It increases your endorphins, which are those feel-good brain chemicals. It helps with stress. And it even boosts emotional resilience postpartum. This isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling whole. You weren't meant to drag through pregnancy miserable. You were meant to carry joy even as you carry life. Now, don't get me wrong, there are difficult things that come with pregnancy, but it's not meant to last forever, so keep that in mind. I want to share something with you that nobody shared with me through pregnancy, but it encouraged me to stay consistent with my weekly workout routines. And that was the fact that working out can lead to a shorter and easier labor. For first-time moms, this might be a shocker, but according to a clinical review, women who stayed active during pregnancy had shorter labors and fewer complications. One study found that women who exercised 3 times a week had significantly shorter first-stage labor durations and more likely to have spontaneous vaginal births without forceps or C-sections. For my first pregnancy, my entire labor and delivery was actually a total of 6 hours, and that is considered short for a first-time mom who has never given birth before, and I consider that a blessing because I wanted to see what my body was capable of. It was a really tough experience, I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of things that happened during my first birth that I probably wouldn't have wanted to happen, but I prepared as much as I possibly could and educated myself as much as I possibly could just so I could have a great first birth, because I knew that I wanted to have more children later on, and I wanted this first experience to be as good as it possibly could be. So let me repeat that for the people in the back. Prenatal exercise lowers your risk of needing a C-section. It doesn't increase your risk of injuring your baby or yourself. It increases your chances of having a natural and vaginal delivery with fewer interventions, and that's what we want. That means faster healing, fewer complications, more time bonding with your baby instead of recovering from major surgery. And yes, that means lifting weights, squatting, walking. All of it can actually prep your body for birth. I'm not saying that if there is an emergency during labor, we should deny medical intervention. What I am saying is that it could be prevented if we prepare our bodies in advance to have the most physiologically natural and enjoyable birthing experience. Now, something to keep in mind is that recovery starts before pregnancy. The myth of the whole bounce back is toxic in our culture, but here's the truth. Moms who exercise during pregnancy recover faster postpartum. We want to be able to have an enjoyable postpartum with all the newborn baby feels and just spending time bonding with the baby. And of course, just getting back to our normal routines. You want to heal quicker, right? Your stamina is going to return a lot sooner. Your strength doesn't completely vanish. And your energy levels are going to rebound way faster because your body doesn't have to rebuild from scratch. You don't want to be rebuilding from scratch because your body's already been supported the entire way through. One study actually found that moms who worked out regularly were less likely to retain excess baby weight. and more likely to feel physically strong within the first few months after birth. God doesn't call you to care for your baby and neglect your temple. He equips us to care for both. He only wants the best for us because he's a good father. Speaking of toxic lies in our culture, there's another lie that says that pregnancy is a free-for-all when it comes to food. Studies actually show that women who move consistently tend to gain less excess weight, which makes postpartum weight loss easier and safer. You're not going to be going into crash diets and doing something that's going to cause you to go into high cortisol mode, if you understand what I mean. And no, you don't need to obsess over what the scale says. But yes, you should be nourishing your body, right, throughout your pregnancy, not just eating for cravings. Yes, obviously we want to give the baby what they want, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're nourishing your body with healthy foods. Protein is going to help you balance your blood sugar. Fiber is what's going to help with your digestion and preventing constipation, right? We don't want to be constipated. Whole foods are going to help you to feel fuller longer. And your baby, they're going to thrive on the nutrients that you feed them. Plus, exercise is going to help you regulate hunger cues. You're less likely to binge on carbs or sugar when your body feels strong and your blood sugar is stable. You want to have a stable blood sugar throughout the length of your pregnancy. You're not dieting. I want you to remove this from your mind that you're dieting. You're not dieting. You are discipling yourself to steward that vessel, right? To steward the vessel that God gave you and to nurture this beautiful gift that you're growing in your womb. There are so many benefits to the baby from being fit while pregnant, and yes, it's that deep. Everything you do to care for your body during pregnancy is going to affect your baby too. Regular exercise has been shown to promote healthy birth weight, improve fetal heart rate and brain development, lower the baby's risk of obesity later in life, and reduce the chances of complications like gestational diabetes or preeclampsia. So moms, your baby benefits when you move. When you walk, their circulation improves. When you lift weights, if you were already doing that before you were pregnant, their nervous system is going to get stronger. When you breathe deeply during your stretch sessions, it's going to help their heart rate to stabilize. It's wild and wonderful how God designed the womb to respond to your lifestyle choices. Every walk, every stretch, every squat, all of that counts. And you might be thinking, okay, Jess, this all sounds amazing and everything, but I'm exhausted, I'm working, I've got a toddler on my leg. How am I supposed to fit this in? Here's the truth. Everything is hard. Being sedentary is hard. Moving is hard. Being sick and unhealthy will ultimately make your life harder, right? I want you to keep that in your mind. So at the end of the day, you need to pick your heart. Start with 15 minutes, a short walk, light body weight squat, a stretch flow with worship music. Research shows even 15 minutes of movement a day is going to improve your metabolic health. It's going to reduce the risk of preeclampsia and gestational diabetes, like I mentioned before. And it's also going to help you sleep better, especially as you grow. Sleep is going to get even more difficult. Sleep is going to get a little bit more uncomfortable as the baby grows, right? So exercise is going to help with that insomnia too. And if you're new to fitness, just start with walking. Then you can move to resistance bands. Then you can move to light dumbbells. Listen to your body and build slowly, build wisely, and build with the end in mind. Also, this isn't just physical. Discouragement and exhaustion are real. But so is the Spirit of God who strengthens you. You are not selfish for caring about your body. You actually are being strategic, right? We want to be strategic, especially when it comes to motherhood. You are faithful. You're laying a foundation for your children by the way that you treat yourself. In the long run, this is only going to benefit you and it's going to benefit your child because even postpartum, as they grow, they're going to see that you are taking care of your body, stewarding your body well, and they're in turn going to do the same thing. We want to influence our kids to live a healthy lifestyle. You're not just preparing for labor, you're preparing to raise warriors. We want to raise worshipers, world changers. Think about the end, okay? So go take that walk, drink that water, roll out that exercise mat. Your body is not broken. It is a temple. It's a vessel and it's capable of more than you know through him who strengthens you. Thank you for spending the time with me, moms. If this episode gave you hope or made you feel seen, would you consider sharing it with another mom? And don't forget, if you enjoy episodes like this and you find them valuable, it would mean the world to me if you would rate, review, and share the Holistic Mom Life podcast. My name is Jessica Titti, your Fit Mom Coach.